All right, so Sony just released firmware 2.01, which gives us 120 frames per second in 3.8K. It gives us anamorphic in a 4x3 mode, and it gives us, better readout speeds, among others. So the plan is to test out these crop modes, put it on Burano number 2, just in case something happens, because that happened to my FX3 and Sony charged me $1,200. So be careful with your firmwares and look at those notes right before you download, because it is a thing. So yeah, gonna check out this crop mode, and I'll see you on the second. I guess not peace, but you know what it is.
So right now I have the Osmo Pocket 3 as my static object, and I'm doing my best to do these crops. This is 8.6K right now, which is 16:9 full frame, full view of the sensor. We have switched now to the 6K mode, which is a little bit of a crop. I do shoot this mode more than the other ones, but now I'll probably use the new 3.8K. And this is the comparison. Not much, and the time that you gain from shooting 6K from 8.6K is not much, but it's a decent amount. So technically I would use this for XOCN. This is the 3.8K. The crop isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'll show a comparison in a second. But what I do notice is that I can get busy with this. And from the CVP video, the readout speed is pretty short, which is dope. Here's the comparison. What I do love also is that the amount of time you gain in XOCN with the 4K 3.8K mode is pretty amazing. So now we're in Super 35. This is the 5.8K. Very sharp. I think this is one of the sharper modes on the camera, but you're also losing a lot of time now because of 5.8K versus 4K. And then this is the crop. As you can see with that 4K, you are gaining a decent amount. So definitely use it as much or as little, depending on your workflow. But I love having a camera that shoots both. So this is the 4.3K mode, and I love this mode. I love having a 4x3 mode for anamorphic, but in some cases I would just shoot it just like this. Given you could just crop in from the 8.6K, which is probably a better move, but in some cases you just want to see just that. But I can always just utilize the frame guides. Here we go. This is the 4.3K versus the 8.6K. As you can see, it is not that much of a crop, but if you go to the 6K, it's like borderline full frame. I mean, it's Super 35, quote unquote, but it's something that I myself would say, hey, I can just go with this and not feel like I'm actually going Super 35, quote unquote. So yeah, I just thought end on me. I like these lenses, man. These are the Thighpoc Simera C's, is a 50mm. It has a very, very interesting look to it, and it's definitely something I'm gonna talk more about in the future. But again, thank you all for checking me out. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you. Peace.